Acknowledgement. The day that I began to acknowledge my mistakes, my wrongdoings, the day that I realized that I had to stop blaming everybody else for my problems and my issues, the day that I realized that I was the one in full control of my life, no one put a gun to my head to do anything, any of the bad things that I've done in my life. I did those things on my own. The day that I stopped blaming other people for my own mistakes, the day that I took responsibility for my mistakes, is the day that I became free and that I began to grow. Because when you realize that you are the root cause of your own problems, you are, then you start analyzing and stop making those mistakes. I can't blame this person or that person or whoever for the mistakes that I made. I made those mistakes. I made those mistakes. I made them because I was young, I was ignorant, I was selfish, I was greedy, I was materialistic. And when I realized those things, that's when I changed for the better. That's when I became the woman that I am today, the woman that I am proud of today. And I made mistakes with my children. I've apologized to my children. And that's all I can do. I've apologized until I'm blue in the face. And I'm at the point to where I'm going to stop apologizing, because I'm no longer going to make myself suffer for making the mistakes that I've made. I made the mistakes. I've suffered terribly. It's time that I no longer suffer. And if you've made mistakes as a parent, it's time that you apologize, own up to your mistakes, and get over it. And move on. And stop suffering. Stop suffering. If your children cannot forgive you, then, you just have to let it go. You just have to let that pain go, or you will suffer the rest of your life. I hope my children forgive me one day. But I've corrected my mistakes. I've done everything that I can think of and then some to become a better person, to acknowledge my mistakes, and to better myself. And I've done that. But again, as you know, people don't want to remember the good things you've done. They want to remember the bad things you've done. And my children I love more than anything on this earth. I love them more than I love myself. But I do love myself, and I have to forgive myself, because I have a long time to live on this earth, and I have forgiven myself. And if they come around, they come around. If they don't, they don't. There's nothing I can do about it. Because I've done my part. I made my mistakes. I analyzed my mistakes. I stopped blaming others. I realized that I was selfish. I was this, I was that. And I changed. People can change. I did it. I changed. I'm a better human being today. And I'm sorry that people want to remember the bad instead of what I've become. But I'm an awesome woman today. I love the woman that I am today. I used to didn't like the woman that I was, but I love the woman that I am today. And I can forgive myself, and I do forgive myself. And if you've made mistakes with your children, then forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself. Apologize, own up to your mistakes, take responsibility for your mistakes, and then move on and forgive yourself. Thank you. Peace.